Before getting on to the topic, I really wanted to say that it took me so long to post this video. Not this video, actually, post on YouTube. The reason behind that is that I was having so many excuses. See, we changed our house, and that's why we are having currently this kind of background in the entire house. So it is not completed yet. So it was an excuse for me. Besides that, my laptop's SSD just went corrupt. Cherry on top, I do not have a perfect lighting, neither a good setup. Sounds like this from my background are coming all the time. And there are a lot of different excuses that I could make. But today I chose to make this video. See, we all go through a recession, this is a kind of personal recession of my own life that I'm going through right now. But soon the times are going to change. I can see it. And I also want you to witness, okay, what we are going through and how we are actually evolving throughout the entire journey. And alongside that, I just want to share a little story with you today. It is about my typing. See, it's not the first time that I'm having these kind of things, having these kind of situations. Back then, when I just got an admission to my college in the university for the bachelor's degree, I was not having even a laptop. Enrolled in IT and not having a laptop, the times were hard for me. And at that time, the only thing for me was to go to a friend's house, use his computer. And even though at that time I didn't know how to use a computer, like, could you believe me if I say I asked my friend's brother to, tell me how to zoom in onto a computer screen when I was coding. So, he just told me that you have to press a control button and scroll up. So this was something way so much simple and easy, but it just took me time to learn. I was about to say lime to turn. Well, this video is entirely unscripted. So what happened that I just went from that period, I just went so much into coding and stuff. I was learning C++, Java, and I was learning the PHP, and I also scored the top in my own department, in my own batch. So yeah, I was the one who was scoring in the coding, in the programming subject, as the topper. The 95, 96, 97, 98, and 99, these kind of marks. I'm not kidding. Well, what happened is that my typing got so much faster. I thought at that time it was something around 26 or maybe 27 words per minute. It was something like that. What happened is that I reached my peak. How I was typing? Maybe most of you type like this. I was looking at the key. I was thinking something in my brain. Okay, I have to type this. And then I was looking for the key, and then I was pressing the key, typing like this. But what happened after that? I got to know that you don't have to type like this if you can memorize all the keys. But it's just like, I just went into a shock that how can I even memorize the keys? But something just clicked inside of me, inside this brain. I do remember when I was learning Rubik's Cube and how to solve it, then I was at the very beginning, it was so much difficult for me to actually solve it. It used to take me maybe half an hour or something like that. But you know what after that? When my fingers just memorized each and everything, I had the muscle memory. So, it just removed from this brain's memory and went into the muscle memory. I just went from 30 minutes to 37 seconds at a higher record. So what after that? Why did I point to that? It just reminded me, yeah, if I just get into the muscle memory, it would be something kind of same. So what I did was something, put around right down here. So what I did, sit down. Yeah. So what I did is that I went for that shot. I just started to learn the typing from typing.com. So it is a common website. You can go and visit there. So I just started from very beginning, learning the home row, the F and the J, two keys. And in that entire journey, I learned how to place my fingers and how to memorize each and everything. It took me time, and my suddenly typing speed went from that 26, 27 straight to 16, 17 words per minute. I was shocked. But little did I know that after maybe 5 to 6 months getting it so much practice, I would be having the typing speed that is considered the best, one of the best. It was 80 plus words per minute, and currently I am at 110 words per minute. That's my highest record. So these kind of simple things are just really the things that optimized me personally. I do have so much power inside of my fingers that I feel right now that the people who type at 25 words per minute, they just take even a single let's suppose take the example of AI. You're writing a prompt, okay? So if you want to write a detailed prompt, it just took them so many minutes. Whereas they just see me and they just, they wonder that how can I type that much fast? And I see the significant difference. As I am, an IT guy, I usually mostly spend my working time on the laptop. So it just really boosted everything up. I can see a huge difference between me at a 25, 27 words per minute and here at the stage of 110 words per minute. And normally I do have something between 90 to 100. Okay, so that's something that really optimized my life. And right now I'm also optimizing my life in different ways. Those small habits are actually being used by me to improve my life. If you see this background, might possible you not be seeing this background in my next video, or maybe in a couple of videos you would see this kind of background, but I would updating each and everything soon. So yeah, that's a promise upon me. Whereas I would like to give this as a gift, that if you want to, if you are someone who is in the IT and who uses a computer, who uses a laptop a lot often, I would suggest this for you. Okay, and I have built already a resource that if you want you can actually get it. I would leave the link in the description, or otherwise you can just comment me and I will share the link with you. Well, with that being said, stay the person, be like the person, and stay the person if you already are, as someone who is already improving, putting in the actions. Because, as my friend says, action is the best form of manifestation. With that being said, may your day be as bright as your smile. Peace out.